think I've deleted everything that was on there. Anywho, happy Saturday. Sorry about the not being able to go live last night. We could not figure it out. There's something about my vlogging camera. I need a different cable or something. And then we even tried doing it using my laptop's webcam and could not figure it out in time. So we just did it through, you know, like vlogging a normal video. Anywho, I meant I was going to learn how. And so this morning I set about doing just that. And I figured it out. I had to download a different version. Oh gosh, I'm trying to bend down to pick up a towel. I had to download a different version of Google Chrome. But that's okay. We got it to work. Yes, girl. Gail, Kathy, Shauna, you finally popped in. Oh, who else was on there? John, Deborah. Uh-oh, I'm doing the wrong lot. Yeah. Laura, Arnold, sorry you didn't make it in time, but hey, I saw where you had, said that you didn't make, but yeah. So we figured it out. So that might be at least maybe every 2-week thing. Go live. Just, it was wonderful kind of chatting and conversing with y'all. Yeah, that was exciting. So I'm just tickled pink that figured that out. Oh, and a little side note. I know why my dollar cooler thermos was $1. There's no gasket. You know what the gasket means, or does? It makes it where whenever you're pouring it, it don't leak. So when I poured it in my cup, guess what happened? It leaked. Girl. Should have known these things before I bought it. I want my $1 back. I'm going to let Batman see if he can find a gasket that will fit. That'd be right up his alley. Because that's perfect. I love the little hooks on it. And it goes on my walker crate. So, that's something he is going to work on. He is at the lake doing a side job. And then he was going to go fishing. We're too cold for all that. Anywho, I am in the process now. I talked about this earlier and I had to erase all of that. I was just kind of going through the house. I got up early. I did my Bible time. I've taken my meds. Like I said, I figured out not Facebook Live, the YouTube Live. If I said Facebook, y'all know what I mean. And I caught myself saying that too, the Facebook Live. YouTube Live. Anywho, I've done my Bible time. Got that done. Right now, I'm not actually doing a true Bible study per se. We got done with our 2 Kings. We've been through with that. And so I've just been kind of picking and choosing chapters and books. I've been reading on a devotional some, just whatever the Lord kind of lays on my heart to do. Still doing my prayer bowl. It's about time to kind of reset. March is going to be a time, and we do that at our church as well. We'll purge our prayer list because things are answered and in God's way. I mean, it might not be what we wanted it answered to be, but in God's way it's been answered. So I will probably purge my prayer bowl, just like we purged the prayer list at church. Hold on, I gotta get me some ice. And Kathy, I am so glad your kids got a hoot out of me saying heifer. You tell them that Big Mama said. Yeah, they didn't know that heifer can be an endearment and it can be a threat. That's like when a mama says, what? It's not because she didn't hear you. It's because she's giving you an opportunity to change your answer. Oh, we heard you. We heard you. Oh, bending down. Oh, sweet hannies. Okay, anywho, I'm trying to get me one Diet Cola. I have not had, I take that back. What did I drink yesterday? No, I drank a Sobe Life Water yesterday. Love me some Sobe Life Water. That, y'all saw the ice things we get at Aldi's. It's like ice. It might be called ice. Those little suckers are only 49 cents and they are delicious. I'm not one for sparkling water. I think I told y'all that. I'd even tried like the Walmart brand and it was just, whoa, there I go. Too bubbly for me. I can handle like Diet Coke bubbles, but no, water bubbles, that's a totally different thing. It's almost like, what was it, tonic water? Yeah, no, that's just too much. That is too much. Anywho, today, Saturday, Fat Man's gone. I got sucked into the whole of the internet. I am working on, I went through and, excuse me, since I've wasted the majority of my morning, and I needed to get my butt in the oven. My Boston butt. We've got that whole Boston butt that I took out of the freezer that we have been debating about using and debating about using. And I'm tired of debating about licking my lips again. Everybody that has given me suggestions, thank you. I'm going to try some of the homemade scrubs. Somebody had said use the brown sugar and like the Vaseline. Bo, I know that you said you do Vaseline at night, so I'm going to try that. I think we've got Vaseline in there. I know we did because Becca bought some. Did y'all know? And she learned this from, looking for my Worcestershire sauce in my butt. She learned this from work. Neosporin, and this is what they had told them for wound care. Neosporin is one of the worst things you could ever put on a wound. Oh, wait. I am not a medical person. I cannot give medical advice. Take it with a grain of salt. This is not medically sponsored. You cannot sue me. This is just our family, what we have discovered. I have to do this disclaimer. I'm not a medical, you can't call Alexander Shannara on me. Let's put it that way, okay? Anywho, hold on. My butt, whoa. Hang on, y'all. I'm toting my butt in, y'all. That's a big butt. I flipped y'all around. Anywho, ooh, my leg is about to kill me. What was I gonna say? I've got three trains of thoughts going through my head. I want to tell y'all about the butt recipe. I've got my to-do list that I made that I wanted to tell you about. And I saw that when I came this way. When I had Becca unload the dishwasher, that man loaded the dishwasher. As a mama, I assume if I ask you to clean the kitchen for me and do the dishes, what do we moms do when we do the dishes and clean the kitchen? We wipe down the counters, we clean out the sink, we wipe the stove, we sweep the floor, wipe down any cabinets, wipe any spills that have gotten on the outside of any appliances. Correct? This is what we do when we clean up the kitchen from a meal. This is how my family cleans up the kitchen from a meal. Well, I've already wiped the counters down because I just couldn't stand it no more. But our breakfast supper, that is egg. Dried egg left on my stove from where my heathens clean the kitchen for me. Wasn't that so nice and gracious and kind of them? Don't worry about the kitchen, hon. We'll get it for you. Yeah, Mom, don't worry about going in there. We got it. We'll clean it up for you. Imagine my surprise when I came in here this morning to get my coffee. Yeah. Yeah. So now me and my bleach water are getting jiggy with it. And like I said, well, this was on, I've had to start this one over. But anywho, I just kind of started going through the house, things that I kind of wanted to accomplish during the course of the weekend. Now tomorrow we're going to have Alice Marie. We're going to take her to church, and we're going to have her for the day. Good thing I'm going to have backup. Yeah. So we're going to have her, and I'm tickled pink. I have not had my baby in forever, it seems like. I'm trying to get y'all adjusted. I finally figured out the tilt setting on my camera. Yeah. Anywho, so I just kind of went around the house making up a dream list of everything I would love to accomplish. I have been messaging back and forth with some friends of mine about some sewing patterns. I'm wanting to get my sewing machine set up. I'm so excited. I've already got some girl material. And we found out of all the babies that everybody's having, all of them are girls, except for the last one. The last one, we're going to have a little boy. Yes, our great, not our, okay, our second cousin, his baby, so that would be our third cousin. Is that a thing? Our second cousin's baby. In the South, we all can. No, it is my cousin, yeah, on my side. And growing up, we were never really close, and that was more of my mother's doings than anything else. Well, okay, I'm not even going to say than anything else. It was my mother's doings. It was my mother's doings. I've talked about my mother before. For those of y'all that are new, go and click on another video. Oh, that was the one I was going to link. I knew there was another one. Anywho, me and her have kind of gotten our relationship back, and I think now we're closer than we were even then, because now we're grown, we're moms. She's fixing to be a grandma for the first time. Yes, it's just an exciting time. But anyway, we found out her future grandbaby is going to be a little boy. And I'm so excited because I've never really gotten into heirloom sewing. If you're down in the South, you know of what I speak. Little boys, we kind of do like royalty. They can wear short knicker pants. You know, the little knickers. They can only go to like their knees or their shorts until they're like 6. Now, we don't adhere to that. Come cold weather, you put some pants on them babies. But, yeah, I'm trying to find the picture of what I'm wanting to make him. Let's see, wait a minute. Anywho, I found a picture of what I want to make him. Oh, here it is. Isn't that the cutest thing? Either that one, or there's another one that has the heirloom lace like going that way. I am all in. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we can put lace on little boys up until they're a certain age. Yes, ma'am. Trying to find that other picture, because there was a different one. Anywho, I'm getting there. Anywho, yeah, I'm done gone too far. Evidently, I can't find it. So what are you gonna do? Move on. So I want to get into heirloom sewing so I can do him. I mean, I smocked all our girls' stuff. I know how to smock. I know how to, but even for Alice Marie, I would love to be able to do some heirloom sewing. And that's where you do the back, oh, what do you call it? Like the hem stitch and the lace and all that fun stuff. Anywho, heirloom sewing. Second thing that's on my mind, what there were 3 or 4. Anywho, second thing that's on my mind, this big butt. I did copy me out a recipe of putting him in the oven because he ain't fitting in my crock pot. I might not even get, okay, he will fit in. Yay! He will fit in my pan. I was going to say, I don't even think his big honey is going to fit in my pan. Okay, and I remembered what it did say. I don't know if I'll ever knew this or not. I found this recipe online. Hold on. And yes, I need to learn how to edit better. Of whenever I do that, I can, yeah. But right now, we're just winging it. You set your oven timer for 425 degrees. 425. Preheat. Go ahead and preheat that sucker. Y'all still twisting. Okay, we're going to go ahead and preheat it. You're going to cook your butt with your fat up. Okay? Just remember, your fat's to the outside. The fat on your butt is on the outside. Big Mama knows these things. Now, the reason why you do that is because you want all that juice, all that good, juicy flavor. That's where all the juicy flavor is, in the juices. You want it to run down. So, the bottom part, it stays good and juicy. It doesn't dry out. It's going to sit in its juices. Yeah. So, little tip for those of y'all that did not know. Down here in the South, we take our butts very seriously. Yeah, not for real. But you preheat your oven, and then whenever I get ready to put this joker in, I am going to turn my oven down. And this one said, turn it down to, 200. in 15, after it gets to preheating, let it get to that for 15 minutes and then turn it down to 200 degrees. Okay? We're going to let him cook for about 4.5, 5 hours in that 200 degree oven. It's now 1. So yeah, that'll have him ready about 5. Because we're going to let him sit at room temperature. Now see, my grandmother would have a hissy if I said this. A lot of y'all might too. You actually let your butt sit at room temperature for an hour. That goes against everything your health department. Yeah. And it calls for whole garlic cloves, and I am ashamed to say Big Mama ain't got whole garlic cloves. I always have whole garlic. We're going to go with garlic powder. If you've never done the trifecta for pork, garlic powder, parsley flakes, and like a onion powder. That is your pork trifecta. You do those 3 right there, you cannot screw this up. I am going to do a little bit different version on this one though. I've got liquid smoke I could use. I talked about that. I'm not even going to do the liquid smoke this time. I'm going to do the recipe that I found, or I could do the Cavenders. Like I said, we take our butts very seriously. I got brisket rub. I've got butt rub. I know there's one up here actually called butt rub. I'm not seeing that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to do what the recipe says. That might be it. Oh no, that's gourmet burger. Y'all have never checked out the seasoning section at Sam's. Yes to the ma'am. Because girl, this thing right here was only like $4 for this huge thing. $4, kid you not. Yeah. That's where we got this one. It's where we get a lot of our taco seasoning. I want to say we only paid $3 or $4 for this. This will last us a whole year. Yeah. In fact, we have to check and make sure it's still in date before it goes out of date. Anyway, back to our butt. If you had the whole garlic cloves, which technically I should have, as a southern woman, I'm ashamed to say that I don't. But we're going to let it go. We're going to be like Elsa and let it go. Anywho, you cut slits in the fat of your butt. You're going to cut little holes, cut little slits in. And you're going to shove those garlic cloves in those slits. Okay? And you want to kind of pack them down in there. I'm not going to do that because I don't have whole garlic cloves. I am going to take my garlic powder and I am just very gonna sprinkle it on them. Rub it in. Rub it in. Rub it in. We're going to flip over and we're going to do this side. And see, the whole thing about cutting those slits and inserting that garlic, it gets all the way down in there. This is just going to kind of be on the outside. But it's going to be okay. It'll be alright. Alright. Now, one reason why we are going to be able to let this sit at room temperature for an hour, it says up to 2 hours. We are going to take 1/3 cup of Worcestershire sauce and pour all over it. So let me get my 1/3 cup measure. And the reason why you can let it set out, and the reason why you want to let it, you want it to kind of soak in. And you just kind of pour it over the top. And this one's a little bit bigger. They're talking about a 4-pound. This is heavier. Oh, trust me, that is heavier than 4 pounds, okay? So I am going to double. Yeah. Alright. So, instead of pan with a lid, I don't have a lid for a casserole. You know, a Cornware Pyrex bowl thing. I'm just going to take some saran wrap or aluminum foil. I don't think you cook it with, yeah, after an hour, okay, let it sit at room temperature for 1 to 1.5 hours. After that, spoon any Worcestershire sauce, if any, back into the roast that's accumulated at the bottom of the casserole. Cover tightly. Okay, I don't have to preheat my oven right now because we're just going to let this bobber just kind of sit and do its thing. We are going to set the timer for an hour. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for an hour. We're just going to let him sit there, look pretty. He going to do his thing. Got the timer set for an hour for him to kind of soak and marinate and think about it. And yeah, those flavors just kind of get all infused. And we'll go from there. So, and then my other thing I'm going to make is Cracker Barrel's hash brown casserole. So, excuse me, I'm going to do that in the crock pot. I have the crock pot recipe, and these will, I'm going right now. I've got them printed out, and I will link them down below. I've got them marked. But yeah, this is the Copycat Cracker Barrel Hash Brown Casserole. Oh, I thought I had printed out the, there was one that did go in the crock pot. I printed out the one that does not. So there you go. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm just saying. Alright, so I need to go and, let's see, this only takes 45 minutes to bake. But you use thawed frozen hash browns. So let me go get my hash browns and get them thawed. And to whoever suggested of sitting in my walker while I'm like in the kitchen and doing sorry, sitting in the kitchen and doing something. Thank you. Y'all, I've been outside and I was trying to clean out my car, which is something I usually do on Fridays. For Friday, yesterday, sorry. Yesterday, by the time we got home, cleaning the car out was not possible. A little tip real quick. If you're trying to get like stuck on crap out of something or off of something, J. Morrell Stewart from the Large Family Table, hey hon, use a spoon. She calls it her icky yucky spoon. Use a spoon. I'm so sorry. I drank some water in it. Didn't really go down the wrong way. It's just my pie hole didn't like it. But you use that spoon to scrape and wipe, and she uses it to get the crevices of her van, even the van seats. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had some gunky gunk in the seam crease of my van seats. Anywho, I had to put the car seat back in because we're having Alice Ray tomorrow. All that being said, I'm taking my yucky spoon, and I had dried eggs that were soaking in his pan, so I'm scraping it now. But all that being it to say, thank you, because Bob, I had to even I had to sit on the floor of the van to clean the van out. I could not stand there no longer and, you know, bend over and clean it out or do any of that stuff. So, thank you for that tip. It's just having to get up and get something. It sucks. I am trying to do things. I've cleaned up the dining room area as far as the dining table goes. My office spot, my desk, is a hot flaming mess. I still have yet, sorry, this is what I did the other night. I kept having to use my inhaler, and that's why I'm taking the Mucinex, and yeah, none of that is helping. So, I'm afraid it's going to be back to the pulmonologist we go. Anywho, I'm going to pick a project, a fun project, next week. Every day I'm going to do, between me, you, and the good Lord. Sorry. The only thing that I actually have to do is Monday, take Sleep Baby Girl to art, which I can crochet while I'm there. Tuesday we're home. Wednesday we're home. Thursday I'll have treatment. Friday I'm home. Yay, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Can you say ecstatic? Excuse me. Any hoozles. See, I'm doing a little bit of effort. I'm exerting just a little bit, just enough to kind of scrub. And it's not that I'm really choking or per se or losing my breath. I can't explain it. It almost feels like somebody is just squeezing the breath right out of me, if that makes any sense. And they've explained that essentially that's kind of what's happening, is my chest wall muscles are squeezing in. So, isn't that lovely? Okay, pot is clean there. Okay, you would think I would be fit and firm and trained as much as my muscles are doing. I look like Arnold, well, no, not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, who's Cameron Diaz, maybe? I don't know. Anywho's, I've got that clean. But I just wanted to get on and say thanks for the tip about the chair. Thank you. Okay, I have got my oven preheated, and I went ahead and covered it, but I do want to show y'all. Uncover it real quick. You took brown sugar and you just patted it in all over, and see how it's kind of making the juices from the meat come up. You just pat it, and I even got the brown sugar up underneath. I tried getting it to stick to the sides as best as possible. Yeah. And cover it up real tight. I've got my oven on 425. It has preheated. I'm going to put this in there for 15 minutes with it at 425. I still have that cough. I had to go to do my inhaler. Yeah. It's time to call a pulmonologist when you run out of meds. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Oh, the sucker is heavy, and unfortunately, I think we're either going to run late with it. Okay, you do this for 15 minutes. Alright, going to do that for 15 minutes, and then I will drop the heat down. It says to 200, but since mine is way bigger than the 4 pounds, and it's already 3 o'clock and I'm just getting it in, because I've had to preheat my oven, things just happen. No. It takes 4 hours, and I want to eat before 8 o'clock tonight. I'm just saying. Unless we do something else for tonight and have that for tomorrow. That might be an option. We could. Well, I mean, we could just have hot dogs or something tonight. But I wanted to, y'all know me, I like to double up whatever I do for Saturday. Double it up and use it for Sunday. So, I've got my hash browns thawing for the copycat. Yeah, they're still kind of frozen. For the Beth heard me coughing. And she came through and she's like, Mama, please tell me it's not the coronavirus. And then I had to stop and think about it. Oh, crap. I was walking around IKEA without a mask. Womp womp. And there was a bunch of, like, Korean people or Asian people. Or, yeah. We saw all kinds of nationalities. In Atlanta, we saw people that were speaking German, people that were speaking Norwegian, people, what I guess that would be like, yeah, Dutch, which is German. Yeah, anywho, different languages. And I'm like that, man, I guess because of the, excuse me, the international, airport. Oh, goodness. Okay. So what I might do on that, since it's so big, might let it cook at the 425 for the 15 minutes and then drop my temp down to 250, 300 and see what that does. Yeah, might do that. See if that kind of speeds up the process a little bit. I am going to do the hash brown casserole. Let's see, what else do we need for it? The 2 pounds of hash browns thawed. I'm just using this. I picked up at Aldi's a while back. I just saw it and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get that. I planned on using it for a breakfast, supper, or a hash brown casserole. Or the hash browns where we do the poached eggs. I knew I could use it for something. Something, excuse me. Which it needs butter, cream of chicken soup, sour cream. I'm so glad I bought that sour cream. So see, I can do this, and then We're good. It only takes 45 minutes for this, so we're gonna just let that butt do its thing, and I'm gonna go and sit down for a minute. Okay, my butt has been in the oven. I've got about an hour 23 left to go, and then we are gonna open her up and see what she looks like. I am now gonna start working on my hash brown casserole, just to kind of go ahead and get it at least prepped, and then get it in the oven whenever I see like it's time, or Fat Man's on his way, or honey, he's been gone to that lake all day. I don't know if the side job's taking that long, or he's been determined to catch something as he's fishing. He, bless his heart, he can't sit still for 2 seconds without going to sleep or fidgeting himself to death. He does have ADD. But honey, you put a fishing pole in his hand, whether he catches something or not, that man has the patience of Job. He ain't gonna move, and he can sit there for hours. I have seen him. We've gone to the Alabama River before, and honey, him not get nary the first bite, and that man be there for 8 hours. We're all ready to go. We've done swam, we've had fun, we've cut a dusty. He's been fishing, hadn't gotten the first bite. Hon, let's go. No, let me throw out one more. But he hardly ever gets to go like that and truly just kind of chill and enjoy. He's not one for going out per se. I mean, he goes to work, he comes home. Goes to work, he comes home. So if every once in a while that man wants to go fishing, then yes ma'am, you load up yourself, you go. He was so excited that year that we finally had enough spare money. Well, you never have spare money, but he had wanted a John boat and wanted a John boat and wanted a John boat. And so finally, we had enough. Hold on a second. I'm going to need a big mixing bowl. That I told him, go get your John boat. He spent all $400 at a pawn shop, got the boat and the trailer. It's maybe a 8 or 10 foot boat. 10 foot boat, because when he saw the alligator was bigger than the boat, and that's how they knew it was big top. Anywho, hash brown casserole. Hey y'all, see, only on here are you gonna get a recipe and an alligator story. I'm just saying. So this is the Copycat Cracker Barrel Casserole. I will link the recipe down below. It is so stinking simple. You're just going to mix everything in a bowl. Just dump it all in there. Just dump it. Dump it. Dump it in there. It calls for a 2-pound bag of fresh, frozen hash browns thawed. I don't exactly have 2 pounds. I have 1 pound, 14 ounces. They used to make a 2-pound bag. Notice we're getting gypped an ounce at a time, y'all. So I'm just going to dump that in my bowl. I've already added my onion. Called for 1/2 cup of onion. I had a very small onion that I chopped up, and I just dumped all that in there. So, a 1/2 cup of butter melted. That is 1 stick. So I've got that I've melted. I'm going to go ahead and get me a good mixing spoon. Ooh, that cup is hot. It said safe for microwave, but that joker got warm. So I'm just going to kind of mix that up in there. And a can of cream of chicken soap. Thank you, Aldi's. 49¢. I always keep cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, and cream of celery on hand. If I see that we're getting even like 6 or less, I go ahead and stock up 10 more cans. It's $4.90. I can do $5 out of my budget for cans. Alright, now, a pint of sour cream. I got this 16-ounce thing. It's a pint. It's a pint, 8 ounces. Uh-oh. What's a pint, y'all? I don't have Siri to ask. Okay, that's cups. That's milliliters. What the hell's this? How much is a pint? Oh, I gotta go ask Google. That, and I just noticed, and I thought about, I've got my, it was on 300. And the casserole takes $3.50. Oh, hush. Okay. Not y'all, the oven. So, that little bit of extra time is going to be fine. Because of my temperature of my oven. So, we are going to, and I might not be supposed to do this, but I want to know. Ooh, I wish we had smeller vision. Alright. So, my timer still has an hour. He is tender. He's not tough. He is still kind of bloody, but not majorly bad. Do you see how much juice I have now? That's all those good fat juices that drained off from here. It's the Worcestershire sauce. It's that brown sugar. It's all that goody goods. I'm going to raise him up just a little bit. Yeah. Make sure he ain't sticking. And then I'm going to scooch him over just a little bit. Here's a little tip for you. You're going to take you a spoon. And you're going to get down in there. Get that juice. And you're just going to kind of pour over. Almost like basting a turkey or any kind of roast or whatever you're doing. You just want to kind of take those juices and just kind of pour over the top. Go ahead and add water to that bowl. Alright, we are going to seal him back up. And I think another hour is definitely, at least another hour is what he's going to be needing. Yeah. Because he's a big boy. It is plenty for tonight and tomorrow. I don't know if any of the kids are planning on coming tomorrow. If they do, hey girlfriend. If they do, we will have plenty. So, I had some overflow in my oven. I'm wiping it off. Hey, sweet girl.
Hi.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing, honey?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. You hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting hungry. We've got about another hour. Yeah. I was telling everybody how you like the fruit dip and the berries.
Uh-huh.
She likes that fruit dip. It's good, ain't it? It's cheesecake flavored.
I'd much rather eat the tub of it and with a spoon.
Oh, just take a spoon and eat it.
Yep.
But I did see her get the fruit. You have to eat the fruit in order to eat the dip, okay?
I know, but still.
It's kind of like Cool Whip, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It does taste like cheesecake filling.
Uh-huh.
It really does. In fact, we had talked about putting it in a graham cracker crust, but it wouldn't be thick enough. Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't thicken up.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't thicken up. I do have a cheesecake mix down there I need to do something with. Alright, so I've got all this garbage. So I'm going to throw this in the garbage, and I'm just going to kind of let that butt do, and let that casserole do, and we'll give her check back in when she's closer to being done. And a quick what have you been up to update. My to-do list never got to done. Other than I did pick up the dining room table. I have not swept or mopped anything. I did clean out my van. I did get the car seat in. That wasn't on my list. Yeah, I have not swept or mopped the first room. The dining room table is the only room that I've actually picked up. I have not scrubbed my fridge. The CDC could still come. I basically, after I got the car seat in the car and cleaned the van, and hurt whatever it is I hurt, or did whatever it is I did, Big Mama went and sat down in the chair, and it has been hurting since. I finally got to where it's eased off enough I can stand up, but yeah, I can't stand very long. But I guess what I'm trying to, it's okay to, how do you know when it's okay? Okay, I make this to-do list. I've got this stuff I need to do. I haven't gotten it done today. It's okay, I can do it tomorrow. Well, then the next day rolls around. It's okay, I can do it the next. How do you know when it's like, okay, it's not okay, I've got to get so-and-so done? And I know I had grand expectations of sweeping and mopping every room in my house today. I can't even sweep and mop one room, let alone all the rooms. So, how do you, and I know I've got several ladies that have autoimmunes or physical limitations, or several of y'all have got, you know, you might not have stiff persons. I do have one that has stiff persons. How do you handle the not being able to's? And I do have, you know, Carol Beth can help me some. She's great at unloading or loading the dishwasher. She can take the puppies in and out. We are in the process. Y'all pray. I do have a prayer request. Have not, yeah, I got a prayer request. We are going to have to get a contractor to put in a back door. It's a must. We're going to have to. Of getting the puppies in and out. Alice Marie, it's going to be summer soon. She's going to be wanting to go to the pool, and I can handle her in the pool because she's got a little floaty thing. Put her in that, and I can be in the pool with her. In the pool, I'm pretty much good. You're weightless. Oh, girl, that pool is wonderful. Especially when it's 110 degrees outside in Australia. But I want to be able to have easy access to the backyard. I had her the other day, and we were in the front yard, and that little booger can run. Oma can't run. Do you see where I'm going with this? I need to let her where she can, you know, be safe in the backyard. That man's going to have to clean up some of his mess. Oh, my eye's starting to twitch. He's going to have to clean up some of his mess. Even if we have to make like a partition fence where this section of the yard is safe. Alice Marie can play here. But we've got to have a back door. That's one thing we talked about we are going to do with some of our income tax refund money. We're going to have just enough to do our baby step 1. We still haven't gotten that done. Every time we do, something happens. So, yeah, do our baby step 1, do the door, and maybe pay off one medical bill, our lowest medical bill. And yeah. And then start Dave Ramsey and stepping the others. I know technically I am using, we were talking about lips, not changing subjects, but I am. I found my O'Keeffe's lip balm, lip repair. It's like the hand repair, working hands. Yeah. And it works pretty good. But I'm anxious to try the sugar scrubs. Yeah, and then I've got to ask Becca about the petroleum jelly. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I don't know if I finished that or not. I was doing my legal disclaimer of I'm not a medical professional. Don't take this advice, but don't take this advice. She had learned from one of her wound care classes that actually, I'm trying to cover up with this little throw blanket. It is cold in here. Well, my legs are cold. Anywho, Neosporin is kind of bad. They won't tell you that, but it is. You just kind of want to seal the cut where no germs and stuff. Once you clean your wound, you just want to kind of seal it where germs and bacteria can't get in. Petroleum jelly. Vaseline. It's one of the ingredients in Neosporin. It seals it enough where, but your body. Hey, fat man!
Hey, big girl.
It's fat man. Did you catch any fish?
Didn't even go. We ran a little late, but
Aww, cause I was he got his suspenders on. Ooh. I was just telling everybody how excited you love fishing.
I love fishing.
Even if you don't get a bite, you could sit there for 8 hours.
I could.
Yeah, you did one time. Didn't get nary the first bite, but he sat there so patient.
I did.
Well, you better be patient for supper, cause it's gonna be a while.
That's fine.
I'm doing that big boy, but I'm doing him low and slow.
I hear you, big girl.
Yeah. And I'm doing the Cracker Barrel copycat hash brown casserole.
That'll work.
He like 'em diet. He like 'em diet. But anyhow, I guess I will go and I'll be back once we get ready to eat supper. Alright, that is what it looks like. There's the pork, hash brown casserole, and just peas. What you think, Batman?
It's wonderful.
Was it good? How is the meat, Kirby?
Good.
Y'all don't know what y'all missing.
Brown sugar on the outside, y'all. So that and the hash brown casserole is good.